Forget about English, I can't even think straight in Hindi right now. This is outrageous. I never thought I'd be trying to speak English on a horse. Hello everyone, my name is Roshan and this is a series of videos where I go outdoors and film myself in public spaces so that I can get rid of my fear of public speaking. But forget about English, I can't even think straight in Hindi right now. We all know that English is worshipped in our country and English has literally changed my life, and that's what today's video is going to be. It was honestly not planned. We were just trying to find a spot where we could record a video, and finding those bunch of kids, they really helped out with the horse thing. So before we move ahead with our today's story, let me tell you what I do and what this series is about. So usually I go outside once in a week, try to find a spot where I could record a video, talk about my English learning journey and help out people who are looking to learn English online. And when I say that English changed my life, I mean it literally. Let me start the story from the beginning. I come from a very small town called Siwan, which is in Bihar, and here we speak Bhojpuri and Hindi. So even in our school, English was taught as a subject. And when I was in class 11th, that's when I started looking at English as a language, not as a subject. And all credit goes to my teacher and all of my classmates from class 11th and 12th. They really helped me to get comfortable with just the idea of talking to a person in this language. Now, after class 12th, I was as confused as every teenager. Lockdown happened when I was in class 12, and thanks to spending all of my precious time watching anime, TV series, films, I completely forgot that I was a student. I wasn't able to even get myself in a good college, and I didn't have the financial backing also that I could afford a private college. But being the eldest son, I realized very early that I have to figure out something. Then I realized that the only thing I'm interested in right now is stories. I loved watching films, I loved reading comics. So I wanted to do something related to storytelling. But even to tell a story, you need a lot of practice. And just by simply telling a story, you are not going to make a living, especially in the beginning. So I realized that I have to earn money. But being from this small town, there was no concept of working as a part-time thing. So I was honestly really confused. I didn't know what to do. But my friends told me that you already speak English. Just work on your English and start teaching somewhere. And thanks to my friend, I got my first ever job in a school, and there I had to teach grade 2 to 6. In those 2 months, I learned a lot of things. I was enjoying teaching, but there was one problem. I wasn't being paid well. After working for a couple of months in this primary school, I realized that I will have to change this place because I wasn't making progress. It was fun teaching these young kids, but at the same time, I felt that I need to be somewhere else. And this time, my teacher helped me to get a job at a better place. Now, I was working in a high school, in a CBSE medium school where I had to teach class 6 to 10th students. And there I identified all the problems, the gaps. I was able to work on them regularly because every time I was teaching them, I had to prepare before that. So now I was working in a high school and I realized all the gaps. I started working on my writing, grammar, literature, communication skills, teaching, and an idea popped up in my head that how about I start creating content? And honestly, I think that was the best decision because I was reading a lot of books because I had a lot of free time. Apart from school, I used to spend a lot of time with my books because I knew that if I continue reading, I will be able to improve my comprehension. And because I was dealing with actual students, I was able to work on my skills simultaneously. So that was the best combo. And when I uploaded my first ever video, I was honestly scared. I didn't know whether this will work or not, but I knew that I will have to show up regularly. Another turning point came when I recorded my first ever conversational video. So I had the exposure, I was ready to learn. Then I accepted the fact that I will have to learn a lot of things. And the things I listed here, writing, grammar, literature, communication skills, teaching, and of course, content creation. The combination was perfect. And after I worked in a couple of schools for 2 years, I realized that my days were becoming very routine. I was doing the same thing. I enjoy teaching, but the paperwork and the other things that you have to deal with in a private school, I wasn't enjoying that at all. And because I had started working at a very young age, when I saw people who were in their 40s, 50s, I looked at their life and saw they were not interested at all. So I got kind of scared that is this what I'm going to do throughout my life? But luckily, I was uploading regular videos constantly on my YouTube channel. Thanks to that, I started getting some clients who wanted to learn English from me. So I had the luxury to quit my job. So after thinking a lot, I finally decided that I'm going to take a break from teaching in a school and I'll do this full time. So since 2025, I've been teaching English full time. I train students in one-on-one and group classes. And that's why I mean that English completely changed my life. You know, somebody who was completely lost, who didn't know what career to pursue. The kind of work I was doing in a school was all thanks to learning English. The kind of people I met was all because of English, and the kind of audience I have right now on this YouTube channel is again all thanks to learning this language. So my current goal is very simple: to keep on improving, to get better at video creation, to make better videos, to teach you guys English. So this is what I'm going to do. At least for a couple of years, I'll try my level best to make good content. So if you want to be part of this journey, please subscribe and share this video, and please leave your feedback. What do you actually think of this kind of videos? And if you have any idea where you want me to make certain kind of videos, then the comment box is open. And if you're looking for a place where you can learn spoken English from zero, then you know what to do. You can message me on my number, and I have pinned a link. You just have to click and it will take you to my number. So if you are interested, let's start learning together. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye. Subham कौन है? Subham. Siwan. और तुम? सुमित. Triple S. Thank you guys.
सिवान एक्सप्रेस नाम है दोस्तों इसका, काफी अच्छा हो रहा है। मेल फीमेल अच्छी हो रही है। ये कभी